Are you a type 2 diabetic who is trying to lose belly fat? If you are, you've probably tried a lot of different things, from different abdominal exercises to supplements to diets, and nothing's really worked, at least not in the long term. If that sounds like you, type in yes in the comments below. If you haven't tried everything, type in no, I haven't tried everything. So that's exactly what we're going to be discussing in this video: how to lose belly fat as a type 2 diabetic. Before we get there, who am I? Well, my name is Igor. I'm the author of the Amazon best-selling book, Type 2 Diabetes Reversal Secrets. Now, let's talk about what is it that makes belly fat so difficult to lose. And really, it's the order of body fat loss. It seems like the first place you put on body fat is the last place you take off body fat. And there is nothing you can do to change that short of, well, hormonal therapy. Not that you should do that, because that's a very long way to go for something not that significant. Now, what can you do to lose belly fat? Well, again, belly fat is just like fat everywhere else. It just happens to be the last place to go. The most common mistakes people make when trying to get rid of belly fat is just doing a lot of abdominal exercises, whether it's crunches or planks, etc. And those things don't get rid of belly fat. They make your stomach muscles stronger, but not leaner. Leaner is more a function of nutrition. So you have to optimize your nutrition. Now, what does that mean? As a diabetic, there are three and only three things that matter when it comes to both losing body fat, but also optimizing your blood sugar levels. The number one thing is not carbohydrates, contrary to popular belief. The number one thing is actually even simpler than that. It's total calories. That's the number one thing that matters. The second most important thing for blood sugar control is fiber, but for body fat is actually protein. So those would be the top three things when it comes to both optimizing blood sugar levels as well as body fat levels: total calories, total protein, total fiber. So how much do you need? If you are into counting calories, what I would recommend is multiply your desired body weight in pounds by 15. So let's say you weigh 200 pounds, but you want to weigh 160 pounds. You would multiply 160 by 15, and that is your daily calories for weight loss, okay? Now, calories are not enough because you don't want to lose weight, you want to lose fat, okay? You wouldn't be happy losing muscle, you wouldn't be happy losing bone, you want to lose body fat. That's where protein comes in. You should be getting an adequate amount of protein. And what is an adequate amount of protein? An adequate amount of protein, if you are strength training and you are under the age of 60, is between 1.6 and 1.8 grams per kilogram per day. If you are over the age of 60, it's between 2.0 and 2.2 grams per kilogram per day, okay? So if you are 70 kilograms or 154 pounds, then your protein requirements would be somewhere around 125 if you're under 60, and somewhere around 140 to 155 if you're over 60 and strength training. Strength training increases your protein requirements. That's why I add that piece in there. And lastly, fiber. Diabetics have higher fiber requirements than non-diabetics, whereas non-diabetics require about 14 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories. Diabetics need between 17 and 20 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories. And so what are the best sources of both protein and fiber? The best sources of protein, bar none, are meat, fish, seafood. And don't let the vegan community tell you otherwise. Vegans will often tell you that eggs are a great source of protein. That's a lie. Eggs only contain about 6 grams of protein per egg, okay? By comparison, a chicken breast is about 35 to 45 grams. Beans, they'll often say, are a great source of protein. They are not. Beans have between 12 and 14 grams per cup. Again, a chicken breast has between 35 and 45. They'll often say that broccoli, unimaginably, is a good source of protein. It's not, only about 3 grams. It's nothing. They'll often say many, many things that just are not correct. So don't listen to vegans. Those are the best sources of protein. Now let's give some vegans some credit and give you the best sources of fiber, because that's where vegans actually have something to say. Contrary to popular belief, vegetables are not the best source of fiber. They're a good source of fiber, but not the best. What is the best? The best source of fiber is beans and lentils, at between 8 to 12 grams per cup. In second place, which is also a very good source of fiber, is dried fruits. Dates, prunes, dried apricots, figs. Those are really, really good sources. And people often say, well, yes, but they're high in sugar. Well, that statement shows a misunderstanding of sugar. Sugar is actually 3 different molecules: glucose, fructose, and galactose. Glucose, unsurprisingly, raises blood glucose the fastest. Fructose does not raise it to the same extent or with the same speed as glucose. And fruits are primarily fructose. The other thing that they have, as I mentioned, is fiber. And because it has fiber, it makes it that there's fewer carbohydrates that are actually going in your body. So dried fruits are also a very, very rich source of fiber, are things like hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, as well as grains and pseudo grains like buckwheat, quinoa, brown rice, stuff like that. If you structure your diet around enough protein and enough fiber, the calories often take care of themselves. So these are the 3 best ways to lose belly fat as a type 2 diabetic on the nutrition side of things. You should absolutely be exercising, and I cover exercise recommendations in my other videos as well as my book. But as a general guideline, if you have unlimited time, you should be doing cardio between 3 and 5 days per week and strength training about 2 or 3 days per week. If you have limited time, cut out the cardio and do the strength training, because for less time, you get basically the same result. Now, if you can combine the two, you get even better results. A drop of about 1.0 to 1.5% in your HbA1c. And I go into that in more detail in my other videos linked in the description below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe.